I'm just too excited. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's 3:50 right now. Getting the stand by 4:15. Gives me about 3 hours to hunt, I think. I'd have to check. I have no idea when legal is tonight. It's probably just after 7, I would assume. But I'm prepared. I got my winter gear on. I didn't 2 nights ago, which I regretted. Very much so. We're out here, October 28th, about 4 o'clock. Wind is just slight wind out of the west. It's cold once again, but not as cold this morning. So I should be able to hang in without shivering the rest of the hunt. Well, I just had an encounter with the buck that we just called a white 8. Really wide deer. I would be plenty satisfied with him. Great encounter. I had a trail camera notification go off from my left about 100 yards. There's a pond and there's a big scrape on the side of the pond. I gave it a couple of minutes and sure enough I saw him on the back side of the pond. So I gave him a grunt. He heard it, he was interested in it. Came closer and closer and closer, then he just went back to his mission. Whatever his mission he was on originally, he went back to it. Alright, so while I'm editing this footage, I realized I left a lot out. Almost too much out. There's a lot of little stuff here and there that I didn't get on film, or it happened so fast, or I didn't explain, so I'm here editing this and I want to explain stuff deeper. Just minutes later, I spotted another buck in front of me through thick brush at about 40 yards. Similar to the first one, he was on a mission. I filmed him going around the backside of the pond, and no matter what I did, he was not interested. Never do I see 2-shooter bucks in the same set. Besides one nice buck that I spotted through the thick brush, the morning of October 29th was slow. As the evening of the 29th rolled around, I was in high spirits that I would see a buck, considering I had seen 3 shooters in my first 2 sits. Unfortunately, with temperatures up in the mid-30s, I sat for 3 hours with no deer. Little did I know that with the cold front approaching, my dream of solo filming an archery buck would come one step closer to becoming reality. Morning of the 30th. It's cold. Very cold. It's like 20. Or like negative 20. There's frost on everything. Camera battery's just dead. Or it probably will die. I'll be getting down shortly. Just a quiet, just absolute dead morning. I would personally think that they'd be moving, considering it's in the teens. But it's freezing cold. And no deer.
I'm back in the car. What day is it? Oh, it's Halloween. 31st of October here, and the deer are starting to move. Especially because we got 2 inches of snow last night. I wasn't hunting this morning. I just had a. I hate this car because when it doesn't connect to your phone, it just starts blaring 93X. Anyways, didn't hunt this morning. Had some does and fawns in front of the stand, but as the day's gone on, I've had a 10-point and some small bucks roll through, so I'm going out early. It's 1:11 right now. 111. Make a wish. Pretty sure that's not how it works, but I wish I would shoot a deer tonight. I got a good feeling, and yeah, we'll catch you when we get out there.
Alright, it's Halloween, October 31st. On the stand here. The wind is blowing, but it sure is quiet. Deer could probably sneak up on me, but the snow helps a little bit. They should stand out pretty well. Had a lot of deer movement early this morning, even though I wasn't out. Trail cameras were sure talking to me. But I'm feeling good. This is the best I've felt. All of this little rutcation I've got going here.
So the spike came in, checked the area out, fed a little bit, then he got out of there. Just 5 minutes after this, I spotted a nice buck flying through the woods directly towards me. And I wasn't going to risk missing this opportunity or anything. So I just set the camera up, hoping he would stop directly in frame, and then I went full draw.
Well, shot one. He came in on a string right down this trail. Right in front of me, stopped for a second. And I was just debating on to shoot him or not. Just a nice little 8-pointer. Pretty sure I hit him pretty good. I'll have to look at the footage here, but I'm shaking like a drum now, so I'm super excited. It happened so fast. I saw him. 20 seconds later, I put an arrow into him. I can see my arrow on the ground there. I just don't know. He did a weird little loop here. It went flying out onto the trail, so I sure am shaking right now. I'm so excited and cold. But let's go. Hopefully we can go find him. I'm just texting people right now. Texting neighbors, texting my grandpa. Sending this footage out a little bit, try to get a better look at it, what we think, but I thought I smoked him pretty good. Maybe a little far back it looks like, but I'm thinking double lungs. So I'm just shaking right now. That's just a feeling I've been waiting for. And I can't even text. I'm just shaking. I got a little group chat with my grandpa and my neighbor Dave. He came in from the northeast, came in fast, decided to shoot him. My buddy said, "Good." I'm just too excited. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I just smoked one.
Did you really?
I did.
Big one?
Not a giant, it's just a little 8-pointer.
Nice.
But I'm pretty sure I smoked them. I'll have to send you the film here.
Okay. Are you going to be able to use Grandpa's truck to get him out, or what? Or do I need to switch vehicles with you?
I'll use Grandpa's truck, or I'll call Matsu or something. We'll do it after dark.
Alright, so I'm about ready to head out soon, but maybe I'll swing by quick, alright?
Yeah, I haven't gone out to track him yet or anything, so.
So after looking at my arrow, I saw minimal amounts of blood. I looked on the trail, same thing. There was good blood, bad blood. It just really didn't look too promising. So he was headed towards my neighbor's property, so I backed out, and about 10 p.m. I went in there with two of my good buddies with permission from my neighbor, and we tracked good blood and bad blood for around 300 yards. We found 4 beds, but then the blood really started to slow down, so I decided to back out. I decided I was going to go ahead and give Mike and his tracking dog Billy a call.
Well, it's about noon, almost noon, 1st of November. Coming back out here today with the tracking dog to try to find this buck. We're not going to film this process with the dog just because it's on the neighbors. We're going to leave that privacy there.
So what we did is when Mike and Billy showed up, I brought them directly to the last known bed. They followed the blood trail all the way there, and I told Mike, coming up here is the last known bed. This is where we stopped. This is where we know nothing after this. And so just 50 yards after this last bed, and with no blood at all, Billy found him.
Upside down. Good boy. That's a good boy. Oh yeah.
Well, we're driving out here. As you can see, I got my buddy's truck with some horns sticking out of the back. The dog made a quick work of this deer, and my buddy made quick work of the new truck, throwing him in there. So this is kind of just a nice deep breath. It's the end of a a little journey I've been on to try to solo film and hunt one of these deer and just capture it all to share with people. So it's pretty bittersweet, you know. My archery season is pretty much at a close, other than doe tags I can fill, but I've been trying to do this for a long time, and have it finally work out is pretty nice. And I just couldn't ask for a better hunt yesterday. The snow came in early in the morning yesterday. It was still on the ground, and still is now, but it was still on the ground last night, and had the deer on their feet, and sure enough I got to meet up with this 8-point, and you know, I just couldn't be more grateful for what I've been given, and what I'm still yet to receive. So it's the beginning of the story, but probably the start of a lot more. It's pretty cool. I want to put this all together, see what it looks like, and then try to do it all over again. So thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and yeah, hopefully we can get more of these pumped out.
I just want to give a huge shout out to my Grandpa Joe and my neighbor Dave. First off, they just improve the property year after year, and they let me hunt out there, so I couldn't be more grateful for them. Also, a big shout out to Mike Luhman and his tracking dog Billy. I don't know if I could have done it without him, but they found this deer. It was quick work, and if you ever need a tracking dog and you're in the northwest Wisconsin area, I'll leave this link or a number in the description, and go ahead and give them a call. I got an awesome gun season video coming up, so if you guys don't mind, go ahead and like and subscribe, because you don't want to miss this. We had 2 big bucks, 3 does, all on public land, normally where we don't have that much success, so this was a crazy year for me. Got it all on film, and I don't want you guys to miss it. So don't forget, like and subscribe, share this with a friend, and I really hope you enjoyed.